A nurse asked me if I was ready to pull the plug on my mom, but my mom wasn't even on life support. That's when I discovered my own father was trying to kill her for money. My mom had dementia and was recovering in the hospital after a fall. She was weak but stable. Her heartbeat was strong, her breathing normal. So when the nurse asked me about pulling the plug, I froze. What are you talking about? She's recovering. She's not even on life support. The nurse flipped through her papers, confused. We have signatures to stop treatment. It was approved by the primary medical decision maker. I frowned. That's me. I have the power of attorney. I'm her son. But then she said something that made my blood run cold. No, the charts list her husband Austin Mercer as the primary. My parents had been divorced for 8 years. My mom hated him, so why was his name on her medical forms? I stormed out of the hospital and straight to my father's condo. He answered the door in his robe, reeking of whiskey. We need to talk about mom, I snapped. You made yourself her medical proxy. You're trying to pull the plug on her. He didn't even deny it. He smirked and poured another drink. She had a moment of clarity last week, thought we were still married. The nurses called me. She signed the papers willingly, with witnesses. Perfectly legal. He pulled out a folder, showing me her shaky signature, and right there in the fine print, if she died, he inherited the house she'd fought for in the divorce. You're trying to kill her for the house, I whispered. He shrugged. That place is worth $500,000 now. I could use the money. Your mother won't know the difference anyway. I was shaking with rage, but I kept calm enough to hit record on my phone. I captured everything. He admitted he took advantage of her dementia. He bragged about how the nurses thought he was a devoted husband, lied about letting her die so he could cash in. The next day, I hired a lawyer. We filed an emergency injunction to block his authority and prove he'd committed elder abuse and fraud. It took 3 months of brutal court battles, but the recording sealed his fate. The judge stripped him of all rights to her care, threw out his fraudulent power of attorney, and charged him with attempted fraud and elder abuse. I was reinstated as my mom's decision maker, and for the rest of her life, I made sure she was treated with dignity. My mom passed away peacefully 2 months later, without my father getting a dime of the estate she'd worked her whole life to protect. He tried to steal her last moments and her legacy. Instead, he ended up exposed, disgraced, and charged. What would you have done if your own parent tried to kill the other for money? Let me know in the comments. And if you think justice was served here, hit like, share, and subscribe for more unbelievable true stories.